Hello and welcome to the Grad Dialogue. We are doing this from the Owensboro Community College, but my guest today is the sister community college in our region, Henderson Community College, and we have Dr. Jason Warren. He's the president and CEO of the Henderson Community College. He's been, I guess, started in 2019, as a
Actually, this
position.
past February,
Oh,
so I'm
okay,
going on
okay.
10 months.
Yeah. He also served as the Chief Student Affairs Officer and Chief Institutional Advancement Officer at the college, and was founding coordinator for the college Upward Bound program. You guys are too many, acronyms and everything else. Prior to that, Dr. Warren held a position at the University of Louisville Library. He was also served as the instructor at the Murray State University, University of Louisville, and also Hopkins Community College. Only one left is Western Kentucky University that you could have gone to. Dr. Warren earned a doctorate in educational leadership and organizational development from the University of Louisville. He earned both master's and in education and also in administration, and a bachelor's degree in counseling and guidance from the University of Louisville. So a lot of credentials. We're honored to have you as the Henderson Community College president.
It's great to be here.
And also, nice to have you speak to the grad board of directors this afternoon. It was very well received.
Thank you.
And I think it was nice that the Scott Williams came in to give you some moral support, to kind of work together.
That's really the
everything else.
relationship all 16 college presidents have across the state with the Kentucky Community and Technical College system. So we work together as partners to serve our communities, and there's a lot of partnerships that develop. And I think the world of him.
Yeah, and again, I think people don't realize. I think community colleges are taking bigger and better roles in not just in education, but workforce development, partnering with the private sector and everything else.
Yes, and I really love the area development districts
Right,
because I've always felt like economic development is regional. So when multiple counties are working together, we can really do great things. So it's all about partnerships and relationships. So I appreciate the opportunity today to talk to the folks.
Dr. Warren, let's talk about yourself. Kind of give us kind of path to the HCC presidency,
Okay.
and if you can.
Well, I went to the University of Louisville. My wife and I both, we're from Webster County originally, so
Oh,
we're from
okay.
Western Kentucky originally. Graduated from Webster County High School in 1988. But we both went to the University of Louisville, and I was really determined not to go away with a lot of student loan debt. So I started pretty quickly working for the university, worked in the library system, and got several jobs within that. And so I worked at the downtown or the main campus library, and then the downtown Kornhauser Health Sciences Library for a number of years. So I was eight years at the University of Louisville, and really had a great experience there. So when we decided to come back home to Western Kentucky, started putting out some feelers. My wife has a dental practice in Providence in Webster County, so she was going to join her family's practice. And about 6 months out, so started making some connections back in the hometown, and had the opportunity to join Hopkinsville Community College as that first Upward Bound program coordinator. It was a federally funded TRIO program that was an outreach to at-risk youth, and really had a good experience. I got offered that job and started January of 1996. So I was there for 23 years in a number of different roles, from Upward Bound to the marketing and PR. I was 8 years with the college's foundation, did fundraising, worked with the foundation. And then the last 12 years I've been the Chief Student Affairs Officer, or Dean of Student Affairs, and got more involved with student activities. So just had a really wonderful experience, and got this opportunity to come back to Henderson and this area, and it's just been wonderful. We sold the house in Madisonville. We had lived in Madisonville, split the difference. My wife went to Providence. I went to Hopkinsville, made that drive for a couple of decades, but we've made the transition now. My daughter's got a 16-year-old daughter, and she's transitioned to high school really well. So just a wonderful community. We love this area, and we're in Owensboro and Evansville and Henderson all the time. So just
I'm glad that you ended up in Henderson, which is great. Now, talking about the Henderson Community College, once you came in, you said came in February or so.
Yes.
What do you find the special about the HCC?
It's the smallest of the 16, and I think that's there's some special traits that come with that. What I've noticed, and one of the joys of this job is being out in the community and talking to former students, current students, our alumni. the common theme is that people there truly care about student success, and so I've sort of used this term pretty frequently of small enough to care but big enough to serve, and I feel strongly about that. I think it's genuine, that the people there genuinely have affection for the students that we serve, and they only want the best for them. I know oftentimes we can get really busy and not give the students in these careers not give the students the attention that they deserve. But I have noticed that Henderson Community College really makes that a focus of really working with the student that they're with right there at that moment, giving them the attention, and students recognize that. And I just really appreciate the fact that the faculty and staff there truly care about.
Now, do you have students not only from Henderson but also even from Davis County too? I would imagine.
We do.
But you have what do you consider your?
We primarily serve Henderson County, Union County, and Webster County. We share Webster County a bit with Madisonville Community College. We have a reciprocity agreement with 7 counties in southern Indiana, including the Evansville area. So students in southern Indiana can enroll at our college and pay in-state tuition, which is a wonderful thing. In Kentucky, we want them to come across the bridge this way. We want to come into our state. But we do as a system, because we have online classes, and I think that's one of the beauties of students enrolling with the Kentucky Community and Technical College system colleges, in that if one institution doesn't have a section of a class offered, then our KCTCS institution students have choices of the other 15 colleges that are out there offering courses. And so as part of the partnership that we have, and it gives students a lot more choices. So we do have students. We've got some in Somerset taking some of our unique classes, and some in Owensboro at our place, and I know that Owensboro has a few from our service area as well. So the main thing is that we're serving the students' needs, and that's the most important thing.
Is the enrollment at the HCC more or less steady, going up, or?
We're really strong. We've had tremendous growth in the under 18 population. We've got a second year of an early college academy, which is exciting because students, we've got over 20 students who will graduate with their associate degree and a high school diploma at the same time, coming away with very little cost. Very strong dual enrollment. So that under 18 number is really strong. We're very strong in the 18 to 24 range right now, that traditional age student. And our area of focus right now is on adults. Is we've lost a number of the 25 plus age category, would be called the non-traditional student. We know with the great economy and the low unemployment rate, students they're working, they've got families, so we're competing with their time for their time, and so we're doing a lot of things to focus on some short-term credentials, trying to be more responsive, tailor the courses to that working adult, be more mindful of their needs. And so that's where our focus has been. That's fairly common in community colleges, with the enrollment tends to be inverse relationship with the economy or the unemployment rate, and so that's really a focus.
We have worked with the Henderson Community College in the past, continue to work to the workforce development programs. And one thing that I really like about that, you guys are flexible.
Yes.
You meet I think more like meet the demand of what the needs are, and that also includes a lot of private sector contracting and working with you to meet their need for the skills or something. Any comment on those?
I think being small in being a community college, community and technical college, it has many advantages like that. I mean, there's wonderful things that universities do. My alma mater, University of Louisville, I love that university, and the other regional. We have some wonderful partnerships with Murray State. They have a regional campus on our campus, but they are larger, and in a larger organization, it's much more difficult to be nimble, as you said, and be responsive. And we can take advantage of being smaller and being much more flexible, as you said, and that's something that I've really enjoyed about being a part of a community college, in a system like ours, in that we don't have quite as many hoops, quite as many levels to go through to respond to our local industries and our community.
So one of the examples that you gave this afternoon was the Go Fame program.
Yes.
And that was one of the most successful programs that you have. And can you comment on that?
I think the apprenticeship model is so important, and our HCC Fame program is focused on industrial maintenance and advanced manufacturing. We have a number of companies who sponsor the students, and the student works with the local industry 3 days a week, about 24 hours per week of work, and then 2 days a week with the classroom instruction, hands-on classroom instruction. And they go through, they earn a number of stackable credentials within that, within a 2-year period. And we're just so excited. We had our first graduating class of that HCC Fame program when I first arrived, shortly a couple months after there. And every single one of those students was officially hired by the company that was their sponsor. And so it's win-win. And it's great for the company because they have an employee whose skills have been upgraded. They've had a chance to sort of test them out and examine their work ethic and look at their skills. And the student, because we do a number of the scholarship programs, we apply that aid first, and then anything left over tuition-wise, the company does pay for that. So the student comes away with little to no debt. And I mentioned that at the very beginning, is that helping our students avoid student debt is tremendously important to what we do. And I think it's vital to our communities, because if our local citizens don't have if they're just burdened and saddled with overwhelming amount of debt, it slows down their ability to buy a car, buy a house, and really participate in the local economy.
Yeah. So what is how would enrollment on campus and also online? What would be the number?
Online, I would say we're probably 75% online.
That's great.
And we have some that are through the mix. I think the hybrid courses are really good for students right now. They have both the in-person and the online, so they don't meet as often. During the course of an academic year, both fall and spring and summer, just over 2,000 students is where we typically are, and in helping that online learner has been a focus too, with our tutoring area and trying to make sure that they not only get the convenience, but they also get the same kind of support that they would get if they were doing an on-campus class.
No, you mentioned that was kind of unique that I heard from the community college viewpoint was the leadership program. The Disney leadership program. Can you comment on those? And also, the limited time that we have left, I want you to at least make some comments about you are unique in a sense. You also run the arts, the Henderson.
The Preston Arts Center.
Arts Center too.
That's a great partnership. I definitely mentioned that. Last year, we entered into a partnership with the Disney Institute. They're known for so many things, and one of them is customer service. So we entered into a partnership, and we offered for the community the Disney's approach to customer service, and we had a couple hundred people to participate in that. The local school system sent about 50 people. We had some folks, local industries, business industries sent folks. It's $300 per person, which for Disney Institute is a pretty good deal. Yes. And it was a full day seminar on their approach to customer service. And there's 3 parts to their offerings. And the second one, last year was so successful, we decided, hey, we'll do this again. So in April 22nd, we're going to offer the Disney's approach to leadership. And so it's the second in the series. And so we'll be anybody who's interested in that, and they have some employees and they want to put that out into an offering for their professional development would be a good thing. You mentioned the Preston Arts Center.
Yes.
We have a wonderful partnership with the Henderson Area Arts Alliance and Alex Cottle, and they offer a number of things. Cimarelli's coming up this weekend. It's just one example. Some really good, from Broadway shows to
the musicals.
Yes. And then we do some of our own locally with some of the partnerships with local university jazz combos and orchestras. And we've got about 3 of those coming up in the spring with University of Evansville, Murray State, Western, some of their jazz combos that people can come see. So it's just that's what I like about the community and technical colleges is you have that that balance between the academics and the arts with the technical training. I've always felt like what our workers need, what our employers need in business industries is people who are creative. And I've never thought that the liberal arts and the technical and the academic side and the technical are two different things. They're actually, it's both and.
So you provide the cultural enrichment along with
Absolutely.
educational and everything else. I want to thank you for being on the Grad Dialogue. I want to wish you best of luck.
Thank you.
Can you give us your telephone number in case somebody wants to contact, get more information about the HCC?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and give you my my direct number. It's 270-853-7073.
All righty. Well, wish you best of luck. Thank you again being on the show and also speaking to my board of directors.
Great, my pleasure, and congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you. We've been talking to Dr. Jason Warren. He's the president of the Henderson Community College. With regard to what the college offers and some of the new initiatives that Henderson Community College is doing for the whole region in the Grad 7 counties. Thank you. And if you have any question about the HCC, you can contact him or contact me. I'd be glad to get the information to you. And have a great day.